right, folks, so Chef Andrew Black is a Jamaican from humble beginnings, I'm told, and he now lives in Oklahoma City. And he recently copped the prestigious U.S. James Beard Award for Best Chef Southwest. Wow, big things. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Smile. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
I can't complain. Give thanks, and thanks for asking. What time is it in Oklahoma now? Same time as us?
It's almost 7 o'clock. I think we're in the same time.
Yeah, man, we're at the same time. Great to have you with us. But let's reel back to Jamaica. Tell me about this humble beginnings that I'm hearing about and what you did before you left us and why you left us.
Oh man, I grew up in I have to represent Richmond and Barrack Server. Those are the two places I roamed when I was younger. And I left home and my first break was at Buscabel Beach Hotel. And I never looked back since. It's where it all started. But my grandmother was always in the kitchen. My grandmother, Elizabeth Bandu, God bless her soul. And working in dishes and hanging out with her and cooking for my brothers and everyone. So the journey continued, started at Buscabel Beach, and then I got a scholarship to go to Hawken College, and the rest is history. That has landed me all over the world working, and now I'm in Oklahoma City, which I call home.
Yeah, well, I used to run up and down in the kitchen with my mother, but I still can't cook, not even.
Because you didn't pay attention.
Well, that's the question, though. So did you like it? Were you encouraged to do it? Were you forced to cook or what? Where did that come from?
I loved it. And here's the thing. Back then, when I attended Richmond Secondary School, and back then the class was called Home Economic. And, years ago, when you enroll in that class and you're the only male, you're like, what are you doing? But luckily, I had a wonderful teacher, Maureen Cunningham, that has always encouraged me. And so that encouragement have always kept me on the right path and let me realize my passion. But I always say to people, the only thing I know to do, or the only place I know well, is in the kitchen. I don't claim to be a mechanic, an engineer, anything else. And that's a wonderful thing for me.
Yeah, I should have said congratulations at the top, James Beard.
Thank you.
Yeah, James Beard, he would have been a pioneer in television, cooking shows and stuff like that. How does that make you feel? Because this is a big award for you, isn't it?
It is a big award. The main thing is I'm here working every day and people come up to me that looks like me, that don't look like me, and younger people. And so many people start coming up to me and said, man, you're inspiration and you're setting the bar. And I get calls from Jamaica, my friends, and everybody's excited. So for me, at this point, it's bigger than me. It's about how do I now encourage others? How do I now continue to set the standard? And, now all eyes are on us. So the work just began.
Yeah.
But it's a wonderful prestige stuff. We're a few that has this award, few.
Yeah.
So it's an elite award. It sets us apart. But as I said to people, the work continues.
Yep. How does it work? Were you nominated? Do you send up something? What is that? You send somebody to
it's a really long process. Once you've been nominated, there's judges from all over the state come to your restaurant and dine, and you don't know when they're here. You don't know them. You don't know when they're here. And they're checking for quality, the story behind the food, consistency, service, but more than anything, what you've done in the community. We embody working in the community, giving back to the community. What is the legacy we're going to leave? So it's so many different steps just to winning at James Beard. And even at the ceremony, you don't know if you're winning or anything. You're just there. So it's a long process.
Yep, you're a cookbook author, you're a restaurant owner. What do you cook? I mean, I say, what do you cook? I know you cook food, don't get me wrong, but are you cooking Jamaican dishes? Are you cooking a mixture of stuff? You cook curry goat and oxtail and all kind of thing, or you don't do that in the restaurant?
So here's the deal. I have a good friend in Jamaica, Mark Cole. He's the executive chef of Pegasus. And if he's watching this, he's probably laughing right now and said, Andrew ain't cooking a curry goat or whatever. I grew up in a culture cooking a lot of Indian food, And so right now our cuisine is not Jamaican, it's not Indian. We source ingredients. We're in 19 countries that we're sourcing ingredients from. So when you're dining at the Grey Sweater, we're giving you an experience from all over the globe. You know, food from out of Japan, food from Norway, just everything we're sourcing. And that's the cuisine. It's not a set cuisine. I'll tell you what though. Nowadays, I gravitate more and think about stuff I grew up on, how to incorporate it in what we're doing. Like we have a dish on the menu, it's a turnip. It's just a single turnip, but it has a coconut muddle on it. Well, that's coconut chutney that I used to grow up grinding every Saturday morning with my grandmother to go with the puri. So those little things are coming full circle in what we do.
Okay, did you say the Grey Sweater?
Yes.
That's the name of the restaurant?
Yes, sir. Grey Sweater.
Why? Where did that come from?
Because, I've worked for corporate all the way up to VP, every position you can think of. And everyone always tell you, bring your best. But when you bring your best, it was always like, well, you're getting a little crazy. Calm it down a little. The Grey Sweater represents a place where we as artists get to paint on a canvas. It's not black, it's not white, it's our take on what we do. And so that's the part that's gray. The sweater is the most important part. Growing up with my family in Jamaica, we've always had love. And so the Grey Sweater represents the warmth of service. No matter how fancy our restaurant is, no matter the price, no matter the alcohol, at the end of the day, it's how we made you feel. And that's what Grey Sweater means.
I have to tell you that your explanation is better than the name. That's fantastic. Any similarities with Oklahoma and Jamaica, or any huge differences?
The people, kindness. In Jamaica, we're filled with a lot of love, no matter what's going on for each other. When the storm is around, we're all gonna rally around each other, no matter what it is. Well, it's the same in Oklahoma. It's the people that has always kept me here. It's the people why I believe in here. I came here with the intention just to spend a year. Now going in 16 years, here I am now. So It's all about the people, man. It's a relationship, just dear friends, definitely the people.
Fantastic. Finally, you answered the question already, but do you plan to incorporate any Jamaican dishes as you move along? You're still not
we have some concept. We have some concept in the back of our head right now. We're rolling with and really thinking hard about it. From growing up in cooking Indian food and from eating a lot of Afro food also. The oxtail, the jerk chicken, all those things. So how do we combine those now and create the next ultimate restaurant? So I'll tell you this, stay on the lookout, because there's some ideas playing around in our head. We're not gonna stop. We just wake up. I said to people, we haven't lift off yet.
Yep. I did say final question, but I lied. What do you miss most about Jamaica?
Oh, these days I get that question asked a lot. And you know what, man? I miss the sound of the ocean. I miss the sound of the ocean. And I'm not going to lie, I'm always going to miss my ackee and my curry goat.
Yeah, all right. We'll start cooking now, Bridget. Good to see you. I don't know if the Thunder will beat the Lakers, but all right, if you say Thunder, then you say Thunder. Good to see you.
That's always the goal.
God bless you and the family. Stay safe, and really nice to have you with us this morning.
Absolutely. Anytime. You take care. Hi, everyone in Jamaica. Take care.
Yeah, man. Oh, you want to say hi to anybody specifically?
Oh, definitely. My brother, Dwight Black, Mark Cole. Got to big up those guys. Just my soul, heart, those people. So much love.
Yeah, man. Blessings and love, my friend. James Beard awardee for Best Chef of the Southwest, Mr. Andrew Black. That's it for our Diaspora check-in. So the House of Representatives, they need a speaker, folks. That discussion is after the break. Stay with us, please. Soon.